Stampers, this is Karen Phillip. I'm a Stampin' Up Demonstrator, and I'm pleased to show you how to make this adorable card. And we're featuring this side strip that looks like ribbon. So let's get started. I have used for this card the Dandy Wishes dies, and that is for this flower that's in the front here. And for the sentiment, I use the Celebrate Sunflowers. It has Let's Celebrate You, and that's what I'm using. I will also be placing this on my website, the layout for how to put these out. It's easy to do, but you need to, if you do it one way, you'll have a different result. If you do it the way that I show here, you'll have the result of the ribbon like I show right here. So you will need a pencil and a piece of, this one is 1.5 by 5.5. It's bigger than what you'll need, but it works easier if you do even amounts. My strips are 3/4 inch wide, and you need 8 strips of contrasting colors. You could do just designer paper, or you could use plain color strips. I'm using navy and red strips. Again, these are 3/4 inch wide. If you want to do them 1/2 inch, then the only difference is you'll be marking this differently. You'll mark them 1/2 inch. We're marking these at 3/4 inch markings. So if you use grid paper, it's nice because it's 3 squares. So I'm marking them on the top and the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, oh boy, wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's good. We're good. And then on the bottom, same thing. 3, 3, 3. And you'll have a 1/4 inch left over that we will be trimming down. Okay. So now we will take our navy strips and we're going to place them on our, in between these little hash marks that we've made. If you do it the way I'm saying, like I said, they'll turn out this ribbon so it looks like it's overcrossing. If you don't do it that way, this is what it'll look like. So it's still an okay design, but I'm going for the ribbon look. So the first piece will go from the corner of, here, I'll put it underneath here so you can see better. The left corner, the left bottom corner, over to the second set of markings. So we'll put that in there. And it'll be, let's see if I can hold it up maybe so you can see better. Okay, so the second set of markings is right here. I'm going right in between and the first marking and the edge of this. So that's your line up point. And then we go every other space. So now I'm putting the next one, I'm skipping a space, and then I'm going to the second set of markings and parallel with this one. Next one, same thing. And then the last one. Now you'll go off the paper on this one, but that's okay. And that's why I made the paper longer, that we will be trimming it off. It just made it easier than doing it a different way. So, like that. Now we'll put our red pieces on, and this is the part that will determine what your ribbon is going to look like, or your crosses, or whatever you want to call it. These don't look even. Okay, I'm gonna move this one over a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to put the next strips, it will start from the left and go to the right. The key to this is going to the second strip, crossing the bottoms of the bottom of the white, and then crossing the tops. So you'll end up with two triangles, and that's how you know you did it correctly. On the other one, if you end up with diamonds in the middle, then you did that differently than what I did, or incorrectly for this particular look. So you don't want the diamonds, you want the triangles. And now we'll just do that all the way across. So I'm putting it in the next strip, start from the bottom, go to the top, and we're crossing the edges here and the edges there. And then these two, and we'll put one on the bottom here, over on the left side. So for this one, I'm crossing the bottom pieces, and I'm going to the corner. So that's going to go right off the corner. See, now you can see there's a little bit of white, but that's going to be cut off. So we have all triangles. Now we will trim off the excess. These will go flying because they're pretty thick. When you use designer paper, it's not quite as thick. So we'll just trim this off. It's a good way to use up scraps of designer paper, and you can do like one side of designer paper and the other side, but you want it contrasting enough so that it shows up, otherwise it won't show. And you can experiment, it's always fun to do that. And then this one. Okay, so now I have to trim this so it'll fit on the card. And that's the look that we're going for. Since this has white on here, I'm going to trim that piece off. Get my paper trimmer, and this will be 5 1/4. So I'm trimming off 5 1/4, down to 5 1/4. And now you have the ribbon look that I was going for. You can do it whichever way you want for the top or the bottom. Now we can assemble the card, and this goes on the right side. Sorry about that. And it goes pretty quick from here. And I put a white piece inside. Again, I'll have the measurements on my website. That goes on this side, so you have a place to write. And then this closes. I have a piece that's embossed, and it's a new embossing folder for 2021 and 22, and they're checks and dots. But I'll put the exact name on the supply list. And that goes right there, and this is just real red, Night of Navy. Then I have a navy piece that is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and a piece of white, just plain white, that is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2, and we're putting the white on the navy. And then we will attach it to the card, and we'll only put adhesive on the left side because otherwise you won't be able to open it. So we're just putting it on half of it. You can use tape. The glue, you're sure that it'll stay. Plus you can have a little bit of wiggle room to wiggle time for wiggle room, if that's the proper way to say it. So I'm just putting that there. Then I have my 3 pieces of the dandy dies. I'm cutting off a little bit of the stem. And this piece goes flat. I'm just going to put the adhesive and dotted adhesive on the bottom just because it's easier. Leaves less mess for me. Okay, and I'm going to curve this little.
You have recent messages.
Curve this little piece here. Now I'm going to pop these pieces up. So we'll put one piece here and just stick that on, and another one here for the white one. Hope that's not too big. And this just goes here. And you can take some red jewels and just put those on, but first we'll put the sentiment on. I did white embossing. I Versamarked it, white embossing powder, and now we can cut this out. The nice thing about this is it can be let's celebrate you for a birthday, just celebrate, or let's celebrate, however you want to, or celebrate you, I guess. So you have a bunch of different options once you stamp it. So I'm just doing let's celebrate. It could be any occasion. And I'm just trimming this out. And then I did pop that up, like so. And you want to make sure there's no sticky over this edge, because then it will stick again, like that. And then we'll take a couple jewels and put them on, and now we have a really cute card that can be great for the 4th of July or any kind of patriotic type of celebration, or just if you like red, white, and blue. So I hope you enjoyed this technique, and I hope you go make one. So have a great day. Thank you.